So there's a mod on Black Ops 3 where you can start at round 100. And I've actually done a video on this before and pretty much just failed instantly. But this time I thought I'd attempt it again and try and get from round 100 to 200. With this mod, you spawn with 50,000 points and you have 1 minute until the zombies spawn in, which is not near enough time to set up, especially on a map like Origins. So my first move was to go to Juggernog and get Generator 4 on. Unfortunately, on my way to Generator 4, a Panzer still spawned in even before the 1 minute was up. But fortunately, the best things against Panzers at the high rounds are actually trip mines, and there's trip mines at Generator 4. So I throw the trip mines at the Panzer and then start to get Generator 4 on. And if you do see the game stuttering at all, it is a little bit laggy when you first load in this mod. So I do apologize for that. I then get Generator 4 and Juggernog just before the round starts. And there was actually an insta-kill I got from the Panzer, which helps out a lot, seeing that I have stock option, which takes bullets from my stock ammo. And so in this moment, I did decide to get a few kills, see if I could get any interesting power-ups. And I got Zombie Blood, which is the most perfect power-up for this, because I can get set up a little bit more. I do grab the fire part, because I will need that later on, and I grab the max ammo as well. And in this time, I grab an insta-kill, a Zombie Blood, a nuke, and a max ammo. So I get all of my drops at the very start of the round, which isn't a good thing really. I then make my way to Generator 5. My next move is to get stamina. It is super awkward getting these generators on when you don't have a gun to kill, and let alone I didn't have a proper gobble gum here. I only had stock option. I didn't have in plain sight or something like that. So I did have to really take my time to train the zombies around the generator, and on Origins there's a lot of mud, so I do get myself hit quite a bit. But once you have the zombies in a big circle, it's pretty easy to train them at Generator 5. It's a pretty big generator. I then finish Generator 5 and I can grab stamina up, and I gotta be careful grabbing stamina. Pretty much everything I do on this map is actually really luck based. I then grab the black disc and then go to Generator 2, and this is one of the harder generators out of the 6, but this time I completed it pretty easily. I then grab the ice disc and nearly get trapped in doing so. Now Generator 1's really hard. I actually failed doing it multiple times. What I mean is I didn't go down, I just had to bail from the area, but I finally did get Generator 1 up and starting, and man, I nearly went down like 3 times in this situation, I swear. To be honest, I don't know how I survived. That was a quick, nice little movement. I really like challenges like this because they're actually challenging and fun. I then start Generator 3, by far the easiest generator to get on, so I get that on very easily. And then make my way to the shield. I build the shield, always being aware that I could just get hit in the back and die in that moment, or zombies could spawn out of that window, but luckily I got through. I then get my first ice stuff and I grab the Cuda and make my way towards the first room again and grab Quick Revive. I then start making my way to Generator 6 and get my second ice part. So I've got 2 ice parts and my disc, so I just need 1 more from the central area of this map. And Generator 6, like I said, is pretty difficult. I feel like when I normally play Origins, this is where I go down the most. But for a challenge like starting on round 100, Generator 1 was definitely harder. So I get Generator 6 on and I grab my second fire part. I'm grabbing all the fire parts because I'm going to need the fire tunnel open for the high round strategy. Now I have to pack a punch. I've got all 6 generators on. The only way I'm really going to get kills at this point, because I can't get the ice stuff, is through my pack a punch dead wire. And so the way I get pack a punch is I just run really far in front of the zombies. Not so they would despawn, but just so I have time enough to pack a punch and pick up the weapon, because this is entirely sketchy. Like I said, I don't have it in plain sight or anywhere but here, so this is super risky. But again, I just do the same strategy. I run away from the zombies, not so far they despawn, but just far enough. And I get dead wire on my first hit of getting an ammo mod on my Cuda. I then break my shield on my way back to Generator 3, because Generator 3 is where I'm going to be training. And I also grab Speed Caller and do the 30,000 point challenge. So now I can unlock double tap as well. So for these early rounds, I just want to get to the end of round 100, so then I can get my final ice part and start building the ice stuff. So I just kill the zombies using dead wire and the Cuda, which is a lot harder than it looks because I'm not used to doing it whatsoever. I've actually never done this strategy before, and I'm just getting thrown in starting on round 100. And so I do get down at round 100. So I haven't even made it past round 100 yet, and I've already gone down. At the end of round 100 though, I do finally make it. I grab double tap out of the box, and I did scour all of the dig sites and could not find my third ice staff part. So I actually had to end round 100, and unfortunately it went into a rainy round out of a snow round. And so again, I go down at round 100. I suck at the strategy. Definitely would have taken me a lot more practice to get better at it, but I do make it to 102. And this time at the end of 102, I make sure that I get turned on my M16 to try and speed up the rounds, because I haven't had another snow round yet until round 104, where I finally do get a snow round. I was just kind of waiting. First dig site I hit, I get my final snow part, and so now I just need to get to the end of round 104 to build the ice stuff. But unfortunately, I go down again again because I suck. And I make it to the end of round 104, build the ice staff, do the ice puzzle, break all 3 ice stones or ice graves. I don't know actually what they are, to be honest. And then place the ice staff. Now, obviously, now I need to get like 30 or so kills. And so I get blast furnace on the haymaker. I did pick up the haymaker sometime in there. And using blast furnace with the haymaker, I can actually absorb the souls into the ice staff. There, I got very lucky though. I probably should have gone down, to be honest. It doesn't take that many kills to upgrade the ice staff, but finally I get it. So it took me 5 whole rounds and I've already gone down 3 times to finally get the upgraded ice staff, which is really bad. I can then start camping in the fire tunnel like this. I do have the fire exit open behind me in case things get a bit scary in here. But the thing is, I got to round 100 on Black Ops 2 Origins last. And so I haven't played Black Ops 3 Origins in a long time. And genuinely, the ice staff is so different. And just the way this map plays is so different on Black Ops 3 that I think because I played so much Black Ops 2, I suck at Black Ops 3 now. The ice staff on Black Ops 3 Zombies, to me, is massively nerfed compared to the Black Ops 2 ice staff. And it takes like half the time to actually charge it. But I suppose if the Black Ops 2 ice staff was on Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3 Origins would be just too easy. And so I think the round had ended here. I was already low on ammo anyway. And I started making my way up the tunnel and then realized very quickly that the round hadn't ended and I fail at 105. And so that was pretty rough, but it was definitely eye-opening to know that I suck at Origins and maybe I should do a different map. And so I thought of the perfect map. Revelations. Now, we all know that Revelations is a very easy map, and a lot of people don't like Revelations for that reason. And so I feel like this map is in its element when you start at round 100 because it is such an easy map with so many cool stuff you can do. And sadly, all that cool stuff just overpowers the map and then it becomes too easy. But starting at round 100, it then becomes quite a blast. And also, I just wanted to upload this week. I didn't want to have to wait another 2 weeks. So when you do spawn in at round 100, I feel like the main goal should always be to get Juggernog. So I hit the Gobblegum machine here straight away and I get in plain sight, which is so much better than stock option, and I get the first ritual on its way. And these rituals are a lot harder than the generators. I actually failed on this ritual multiple times at the very start. The rituals are a lot harder because the Furies in general are just way harder than Templar zombies, and even though there's no zombies on the map now, I could still definitely go down like I said. But I do finish the ritual and I can just enter straight into the main hub of the map straight away and get Juggernog, which is massive. Juggernog just changes the game entirely. I then go back to the spawn room and I try and figure out where the mystery box is, and I couldn't really figure out where it was. Usually my second goal other than Juggernog is to then start hitting the mystery box, but this time I got to the Mob of the Dead area and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do the ritual even with the zombies. And this is really, really hard. Like, genuinely, because there's now zombies on the map, it's very difficult. And I thought I was gonna make it, but nah, I had to use in plain sight. So that's my first in plain sight that I had to use, which was quite unfortunate. But at least I did the second ritual. And because I was feeling like an absolute madman, I guess I was just feeling myself at this moment, decided to do the third ritual with only my pistol and in plain sight. And this time I actually complete it without having to use in plain sight, which was kind of impressive. And I think this is the time where I knew, oh, I actually might be able to get to round 200 here because I'm starting to get good at this. Because I failed the start of Revelations more than I would fail the start of Origins because it is kind of awkward. For example, when you're hitting the mystery box in the statue room here, I would always just make my way slowly around the statue and try and just make the zombies path behind me. But with the Fury zombies, they would knock the zombies down. And so situations like this would happen where all the zombies get knocked down and the path thing is messed up and both zombies are coming from behind me and in front of me. And so I had to use it in plain sight again. And I remember just thinking in this moment, I'm dead. There's no way out of this. There's no way I'm surviving. And then I get the thunder gun, which is absolutely insane. I then grab Speed Caller and I make my way to the second mystery box location. After I get a Teddy, I get little Arnie's, make my way to my third location, grab Stamina up, and then start hitting the mystery box again. This mystery box location is also very uncomfortable, but my first hit, I get gravity spikes, and my second hit, I get the Apothecon Servant. The mystery box on this map is by far the best mystery box in all of zombies. It's absolutely insane. I then shoot the 5 squares in the sky to upgrade the Apothecon Servant. Now, the amount of times I failed doing this because the zombies are just so fast around 100, and you don't have any time to really look up and shoot the squares, I failed like 10 times. Finally, I actually get it done. I then grab the Apothecon as it's going past. With the electricity, I go inside of its body. Now, at this stage, I was like, I don't have a gun, so I don't know how I'm going to actually bring the Pack-a-Punch out of the heart. But I decided to use the grenades, and it actually works. So I was very thankful for that. And then I throw a little Arnie down and Pack-a-Punch my Thunder Gun and also the Apothecon Servant. And speak about Pack-a-Punch camos, this is one of the nicest for sure. In my opinion, it's so sick. It's literally the color of the sky on this map, and I wish it was made into a multiplayer camo. It would look so cool. If you got to round 100, you'd actually unlock the camo and could could use it on multiplayer. That would be an awesome thing if Treyarch did that. I then build the riot shield, which is the Gorod Krovi riot shield, which in itself is also overpowered. That's the whole reason you can get to round 100 in Gorod Krovi is by using that riot shield. So this map is just everything that's overpowered put into one map. And so once I am set up though, I just sit next to this trap here. I shoot the Apothicon Servant, and once that first shot is over, I then have the gravity spikes unlocked. I then place the gravity spikes down next to those windows, and then do the same thing. Just shoot the Apothicon Servant once, then I get the gravity spikes again, and just repeat the process. The zombies don't spawn behind you as long as you're in this area. If you're next to the trap, the Fury zombies don't spawn in as well. So the zombies just come from right in front of you, and it's a super overpowered strategy. Do sometimes have to be careful with the gravity spikes that the zombies just run straight through. When I do get low on ammo, of course I use the alchemical antithesis. I'm kind of getting sick of saying that all the time because I say it in every single video, but you just kind of have to say it. And when you do use the alchemical antithesis, I just spam it in the top corners of both the rooms that the zombies spawn in, which really speeds up the rounds and is actually a lot of fun. Now there are bug and fury rounds on this map, which makes things a lot faster and a lot easier. I mean, getting a max ammo every 6 or 7 rounds, because they are a lot more rare on this map, but even in saying that, it just helps so much. And again, Revelation is just perfect for this challenge because I didn't want to spend 40 hours getting to round 200. It's more like 20 hours for Revelation. So around 145 here, I come back to Jurassic Drac and wait for the anti-gravity, because at this stage I started running out of ammo, and so I wanted Mule Kick so then I could have a HVK with Dead Wire if I do fully run out of ammo until I get another max ammo. So I do the wall run. Now if I fall, I don't actually die because if you had never seen this before, you are outside of the map, but if you fall, you just teleport back in the map, so it's not that risky. And I get the perk. I get Electric Terry, which isn't actually that bad of a perk. I'm quite happy with that, but I would have preferred Mule Kick. There is another way to get a free perk on this map, and that's through one of the challenges. I had to survive 15 minutes in the Apothicon, and the free perk I got was Deadshot Daiquiri, which is dog shit, so that was a waste of 15 minutes. And so when I do run out of ammo with the Thunder Gun, I just put the gravity spikes down to kill the Panzer and then use my Gorod Krovi riot shield. Again, this map is just insanely overpowered in every regard. At round 155 here, I run out of ammo with my Wonder Weapon, and so then I make my way at the end of this round to go and hit the Gobblegum machine just to rotate the Gobblegums so I can get alchemical antithesis. I don't want it right now because I already have one, and I'm already planning that at the start of this round I'm going to use the alchemical antithesis. But when I go back to where I just killed the zombies, there's actually something green in the wall, and it's a max ammo. And if I mix that max ammo, that could have screwed my whole game. So that was so important that I finally saw that, and I was so surprised that a max ammo would even spawn at the very end of a round like that. So at round 162 here, I used my gravity spikes, and for some reason I guess it just missed every single zombie. I placed them on the ground, and I really thought I was going to die here. I shoot my Thunder Gun, and I get another max ammo. So my game was very lucky here, guys. Around 163, I hit the alchemical, and a Margwa spawns in at the same time. So I throw my little Arnie, and the Margwa does get distracted by the little Arnie, but he destroys it straight away. I get a max ammo, so I'm thinking, oh, this is really chill. I have spare time here. I can just kill the Margwa. And I remember thinking at this stage, oh, I've killed him. I can just run past him. Nope, I'm so confused what I actually just downed by, because I thought I just hit his eye. But I did get my first down at round 163 and use anywhere but here to get out of the situation. I get all my perks back, which is super easy, so I'm not going to show it. But I grabbed Mule Kick instead of Speed Collar at this stage because, like I said, I was running out of ammo a lot. But this strategy is way harder than it looks, and I actually go down because I get trapped in this corner. I jump instead of using my gravity spikes, and I go down, which really sucks. So 2 downs in very quick succession. And so when I get myself back up this time, I get Speed Collar instead of Mule Kick again. When I run out of ammo, like I've run out of ammo in this situation here with the Apothicon Servant, I just use my Thunder Gun until I get to about 4 to 6 shots. And when I know I'm not going to get a max ammo, I then hit the Gobblegum machine. I couldn't in this scenario, so I just decided I'm going to drop my Apothicon Servant and try and get it back again. And seriously, this is way more effective in my opinion, because the Apothicon Servant is so common out of the mystery box, and everyone knows the mystery box is just the best mystery box in zombies. And so I'd much rather just keep some shots in my Thunder Gun and hit the mystery box and get the Apothicon Servant back than using HVK with Dead Wire, because I find that too hard. And also, if you do get the Apothicon Servant back, you have a spare 9 shots, so I just do the same strategy with the based Apothicon Servant, but instead of shooting 1 shot like I did with the upgraded, I shoot it twice, and whenever I shoot the Apothicon Servant twice, I then grab the gravity spikes back, and I just do the same strategy, but with 2 shots to the Apothicon Servant, and then when I run out of ammo, I then upgrade it. So that strategy, for me, works really well, much better than the Deadwire HVK strategy. And here at round 180, I then get another max ammo. Now I can't make out how important max ammos are on this game, because you just have to be there to see it. But a good max ammo cycle is the difference between getting to round 200 and then failing early. And here at round 180, I do pause my game, and I remember I went to Macca's to get some food because at this stage I'd played for 12, 13 hours and I needed a break. I came back and my game had actually frozen. I couldn't unpause my game. So I failed at round 180 because of a crash, and I wasn't going to do it again because the likelihood is I'd probably just crash at the same spot again, because when you use mods, your games do crash more often. And so yeah, hope you guys did enjoy.